Today's horoscope, Scorpio August 18th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With the current Venus transit, you find yourself in better favor with groups and friends. In the first part of today, however, a minor challenging aspect between Venus and your ruling planet, Pluto, could find you looking at situations through a suspecting lens. It's wise to avoid making impactful decisions based on the feelings of the moment, since they're likely to be more fear-based than accurate. The day doesn't get much better for decision-making as it advances, but it's potentially strong for generating interesting ideas. A Mercury-Uranus influence is the culprit, as it tends to stir up mental tension. The pace can be quick, and you might feel out of step with the rest of the world temporarily. Flexibility is your best strategy, as allowing for the unexpected can help reduce the tension. Advice coming in today may not seem useful, but you don't have to agree with it to learn something from it. Indeed, even a bad take can jumpstart genius thinking. Fortunately, managing to focus on something important to you can save the day. Beware some windy weather today and tomorrow. Electric Uranus, the planet of chaos, rebellion, and revolution, has been touring your solar house of partnerships for quite some time. He will clash in a square with Mercury, spinning in your solar house of achievement. This could foretell some conflicts that could erupt with your lover, either triggered by your career or a disagreement. Above all, don't let yourself get provoked, and practice compassion, grace, and mindfulness. You will be happier than you did, and if your table matters until later, you'll have a more stable head on your shoulders. Something in your personal life may require your immediate attention. It could be challenging to focus on your job at this time. Although you may want to be professionally driven, your personal life will be the main focal point today when the moon in Aquarius conjuncts Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Part of you might be tired, especially after your long work week. However, you may want to attend to the work in your home, family, and personal life. The sooner you address whatever is going on, the better you will feel. Today's astral energy gives you a chance to see your deepest ideals and values. This kind of insight is especially valuable to someone who is all too ready to help others realize their dreams. You will certainly benefit from some quiet time investigating what really matters to you. Don't hesitate to browse through your favorite online bookstore and see what catches your eye. Likewise, roam the aisles of your favorite health food store, if possible, and see what you naturally gravitate to, then use it in a meal tonight. Today, you might feel torn between an enormous need for solitude and the very real desire to meet people. This vibration isn't favorable for energetic people like you, but it might be better to relax in peace anyway, my dear friend. Put your enthusiasm away and stay home, but don't hide. Keep the lines of communication open via talking and texting. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday has provided more than just a clearer picture of your financial situation. Although it may take some time to fully understand its impact, this event has empowered both sides of the financial spectrum. A clash with Mars and Jupiter during their alignment in your financial sector might have caused some tension but also brought resources on both fronts that can transform this into motivation. Despite no planetary activity currently in the income sector, as you enter a critical period on the job and career fronts, income potential is accompanying you on this journey. It was earlier in the week that the moon, making its monthly visit to Scorpio, clashed with the planets in your relationship sector, something that every 4 weeks can put a balance between your own and your relationship needs in the spotlight. Now, with the moon in your communication sector and at a friendly aspect to those same planets, there is a chance to give anything flushed out a voice. This time with the support of Venus, the planet of love, and planets that are already working to give the past and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, you might feel a bit scatterbrained as Mars in Gemini squares Saturn retrograde in Pisces, bringing some tension into your day. It's one of those days where you might feel like you're picking up the pieces of Euro, perhaps an endeavor you were invested in suddenly hit a roadblock, or you're facing a tricky situation that feels harder to navigate than usual. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath. It's okay. We all have days when things don't go as planned. The key to handling this cosmic tension is to approach it with responsibility and calm. Instead of getting swept up in the chaos, focus on what you can control. Take ownership of the things that need your attention, and break down the tasks in front of you into manageable steps. Think of it like putting together a puzzle. At first, it can seem overwhelming, but piece by piece, things start to make sense again. As the moon enters Aquarius and conjoins with Pluto retrograde, you may notice that intense feelings begin to surface. This emotional undercurrent might stick around for the rest of the day, making it challenging to detach from whatever is weighing on your heart and mind. It's natural to have strong feelings and opinions, but finding a healthy outlet to express those emotions is essential. Consider reaching out to a trusted friend or loved one. Sometimes, simply talking through your thoughts can bring clarity and relief. Have you ever had one of those moments where something just felt off, and instead of diving into the conflict, you decided to take a step back? That's the kind of energy today is bringing. You might feel like avoiding people or confrontation, and that's completely okay. You're doing the right thing by giving yourself space. After all, sometimes jumping into an argument or trying to force a resolution can do more harm than good. By postponing important conversations or meetings until you regain your composure, you're setting yourself up for better outcomes in the long run. In the midst of all this, it's important to remember that any effort you make today should come from a place of calm and intention. When you approach your responsibilities with a steady hand, you'll find that things naturally start to fall into place. And don't forget to carve out some time for the activities that bring you joy. Whether it's spending time with friends or indulging in your favorite hobbies, these moments of contentment are what help you stay balanced, even when the world feels chaotic. For those of you who are single, today might also bring some promising attention from someone who piques your interest. There's an undeniable charm in the air, and it could lead to some exciting connections. Don't be afraid to explore those possibilities if they are euro, but remember to stay grounded and take things one step at a time. Rushing into anything too quickly might lead to unintended consequences. Speaking of decisions, this isn't the best day for big purchases or investments, especially if they're expensive. With today's cosmic influences, there's a risk of acting impulsively, and you might end up paying more than you intended euro, whether financially or emotionally. Sometimes, when we're caught up in the moment, it's easy to overlook the risks attached to our choices. Take a step back, reassess, and give yourself time before making any major decisions. So, as you move through the day, embrace a slower pace. There's no need to rush or force anything. Instead, focus on maintaining your balance, both emotionally and mentally. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, what are some ways you've found to ground yourself? Maybe it's spending time in nature, talking to a friend, or simply taking a few deep breaths. Whatever it is, make sure to prioritize your well-being today. Remember, you have the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever comes your way. Stay calm, stay focused, and trust that this moment is just one part of your journey. Things will fall into place, and you'll emerge stronger on the other side. Let's keep the conversation going. How are you finding balance in your life today? What steps are you taking to stay grounded? We're all in this together, and sharing our stories helps us all grow.